Hey guys, what's going on? I got a request video for you guys today. I was asked, what 6 rods should every bass angler have? Now, there's really no wrong answer to this question, but I do believe it's going to vary from person to person. You know, we all fish differently. We all fish different ponds and lakes. My 6 go-to rods are not going to be the same as yours. I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick rundown of my 6 rods. If you guys want, you can leave a comment below of your 6 go-to rods, and whoever is watching this video can get a better idea of the 6 maybe more popular rods out there. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. My first go-to rod, which I do believe this is one rod we will all agree with, is a must-have, and that is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action, extremely versatile rod. You can pretty much throw anything on this rod, and you know, all your Texas rigs and jigs, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits, chatterbaits, swim baits, lighter Carolina rigs. I mean, you name it, you can throw it on this rod. I've even thrown crankbaits on this rod before. It's a little stiffer than I like, but when I didn't have a cranking rod, I use this rod right here, and you can just back your drag off a little bit to kind of make up for that stiffness of the rod. But great all-around rod. Again, that is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action. Stay within the specs of your rod. Like this one here is rated to 3/4 ounce, so you don't want to break a tip off, so stay below 3/4 of an ounce. I kind of like to keep this rod 1/2 ounce or less. I feel any heavier on this rod and it's not as accurate, so 1/2 ounce or less. I like this medium heavy right here, but some medium heavies are rated to 1 ounce. Just check out the specs and go from there. But that brings me to my next rod, which is a 7.2 heavy fast action, and I'll pretty much throw all the same techniques that I mentioned on the medium heavy rod. I'll throw all those techniques on this rod, but heavier weights. So anything 1/2 ounce and above, I'll use this rod right here. I'll even pitch and flip with this rod. Great, another great all-around rod here. 7.2 heavy fast action. From there, we're gonna go to 2 crank rods. I have 2 here, 7 foot. They're both 7 foot. One's a medium, one's a medium heavy. They both have the medium fast tip, that softer tip. I like that soft tip with all my treble hook baits. And for the most part, these 2 rods will handle 95% of my cranking. I don't do a whole lot of deep cranking, but when I do, you will not get max depth on a 7-foot rod. You just cannot get that long enough cast to get that deep diver all the way down there. I even have a 7.6 rod, and on the BD7, I can only get that bait around 16 foot. So you really need about a 7.10, 7.11 to get max depth out of a deep diver. But for the most part, all my square bills and mid-depth divers and jerk baits and wake baits and things like that, these 2 rods do the job right here. 7 foot, medium and a medium heavy, medium fast tip. From there, we're gonna go to a spinning rod. This is a medium action, fast tip, 6.6. And I like 20-pound braid on the spinning rod right here. My favorite finesse technique is throwing a shaky head. I love throwing a shaky head around docks and stumps and things like that. This is my go-to setup right here. 6.6, medium action, fast tip, 20-pound braid. You know, for any other finesse techniques, you can still use this rod. You may want to put on fluorocarbon or fluorocarbon leader to the braid, but for the most part, this is what I use right here, straight braid, and 6.6, medium action, fast tip. But great all-around rod. I like the shorter action on the spinning rod just because it's more accurate. But even if you're drop shotting off the front of the boat, you know, it's still a good length. So now that's 5 rods. You guys asked for 6 rods. If I had to pick one more, it would be a 6.10 medium heavy extra fast action. And this is my go-to spinnerbait rod. I love throwing a spinnerbait, so if I had to pick one more rod, it would be this one right here. It's long enough to make a good cast, but it's short enough to where it's accurate. And with that extra fast tip, I can feel everything those blades are doing. So definitely an awesome rod here. This is the Shimano Crucial spinnerbait rod. So guys, that's it. That's my 6 go-to rods. You know, like I said, I can pretty much get everything done with the first 5 that I showed you. But if I were to pick one more, it would definitely be this rod right here. Hope that video helped you guys out. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.